Are we good? Looks like. Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great and keeping yourself safe. So in my last video I talked about the much hyped Canon EOS R5, who is considered to be an elder brother of Canon EOS R6. And a lot of users are still confused in terms of which camera to buy, R5 or R6. The Canon EOS R6 is in many ways a far more fascinating camera, and one that's going to appeal to a much larger portion of the market. The EOS R6 boasts some pretty impressive video specifications, even if it doesn't have the headline grabbing 8K capabilities of the Canon EOS R5, but apart from that, it has a lot of other great features. So before I begin this video, let me tell you that this is a pre-production unit which I have received from Canon to test and try my hands on the camera features to see whether it can perform well in the wedding industry. As being a wedding photographer, I have to be 100% sure of buying any equipment which has to be good with its image quality, autofocus and with the speed as well. I have tried taking a few shots with R6, but actually I couldn't explore much yet because I didn't have time. But I will be definitely posting a review about its performance soon on my channel once I personally use it on the ground. So let's check out what all features do we get in this camera body EOS R6. So talking about the key specifications of Canon EOS R6, let's talk about the sensor first. The R6 built around a variant of the 20 megapixel sensor originally seen in the Canon EOS 1DX Mark III. This sensor has already shown itself to be a solid performer with decent dynamic range and impressive readout speeds for stills and video capture. The sensor is combined with a Digic X branded processor, which promises good things in terms of autofocus tracking performance. This combination of fast readout and abundant processing power helps underpin both the camera's autofocus and burst shooting capabilities. In mechanical shutter mode, the R6 can shoot up to 12 frames per second with full autofocus, while in electronic shutter mode, it will match the 1DX Mark III top speed of 20 fps. Now coming on to speed, while some might feel that the 20.1 megapixel resolution is on the lower side, it really comes on to its own in service of the continuous shooting speeds. The lower pixel count means that the R6 can buffer almost 3 times as many JPEGs as the R5. Now talking about the autofocus. For autofocus, the R6 uses what Canon calls dual pixel autofocus 2, in which each pixel is made up from a left and right looking subpixel. The EOS R6 uses dual pixel CMOS AF, an inclusion in many Canon cameras over the past few years. The autofocus points cover approximately 100% of the image area, which is very impressive. It is worth noting that there are some exceptions to the autofocus area coverage, as it does depend upon the lens used. The EOS R6 has the face tracking with eye detection autofocus, the proprietary technology that was first introduced on the Canon EOS R and EOS RP. You will also get the ability to enable autofocus priority mode for people as well as animals. Yes guys, the animals has now been also introduced in the subject to detect option. You can choose this under the autofocus tab in the feature subject to detect, where you could see people, animals and no priority. Now this will have a major benefit to people who shoot wildlife, bird photography or people who like to click their pets. Now coming on to most important feature in R6, which is the low light sensitivity. This camera's 20 megapixel of resolution is relatively low, the lowest among Canon's current DSLR cameras, but not everyone needs ultra high resolution. The large photo sites on this sensor promise very low noise at higher ISO settings. The R6 was referred to as the low light king guys. According to the specifications, the R6 autofocus system is rated down to an impressive -6.5 EV in stills and -5 EV when recording the videos with most lenses, allowing for autofocusing functionality in very dim dark conditions. The ISO in R6 is 1,02,400, which is expandable up to 2,04,800. Now coming on to image stabilization, For the first time in a Canon interchangeable lens camera, IBIS arrives in the EOS R6. While other camera brands have long included this feature in some of their camera models, Canon makes an impact out of the gate with the up to 8 stops of shake correction. Now coming on to the feature which has been talked a lot about in the past, dual card slots. Canon's also learned from previous mistakes and fitted this R6 with twin memory card slots. This time dual SD UHS 2 versus SD and CF Express on the R5. CF Express was necessary on the R5 to support 8K RAW and 4K at 120 FPS. But in their absence on the R6, it can get away with SD only, which may be preferred by some of the photographers. Sadly, unlike the R5, it's not possible to record video to both cards simultaneously, but you can use them to back up photos as you are done with the shoot. With a fast UHS 2 card, the camera's relatively low pixel count means it can shoot over 1000 shot bursts in JPEG, HEIF or CRAW formats, 240 RAWs or 140 RAW plus large HEIF files. Now talking about the battery life, the R6 uses new battery, the LPE6NH. It's the same form factor as the existing LPE6N, but with capacity boosted to 2130 mAh. The batteries are backwards compatible, with the only difference being this 14% increase in energy capacity, now 16 WH instead of 14 WH. The R6 comes bundled with an external charger and it can also be charged over USB if you have a high current charger. The camera can also be operated using the USB power. Coming on to the Wi-Fi connectivity. Canon has included Bluetooth and Wi-Fi of 2.4 GHz connectivity in the Canon EOS R6. This enables it to connect to a smartphone or a Wi-Fi network to share the files. There is also FTPS transfer. The Canon R6 can also be controlled remotely using the Camera Connect and EOS utility apps, and it can be tethered to a PC or Mac via Wi-Fi or a high-speed USB 3.1 Generation 2 connection. Alternatively, images can be transferred automatically to the Image.Canon Cloud platform for sharing or printing, which is a new feature again added on by the Canon. They can also be integrated with Google Photos or Adobe Creative Cloud workflows. Talking about the build and layout of EOS R6. The R6 body is almost exactly what you would expect from a camera whose name alludes to both the EOS R and EOS 6D cameras. It takes ergonomic elements from both cameras, which is quite easy to use. The R6 electronically controlled focal plane shutter is rated to approximately 3 lakh cycles, a number well into the professional range and significantly exceeding the EOS R. The first thing you are likely to notice is that there are 3 dials, the index finger dial next to the shutter button and the dial on the back of the top plate. We find the EOS R's innovative multi-function bar, which has been replaced by a joystick now. The info button and playback buttons take their location cues from the EOS R, and a dedicated trash button conveniently lands next to the playback button. The magnify, info and cue buttons are also flush with the back of the camera, requiring an intentional press to activate. Another feature usually reserved for high-end Canon cameras is the rate button on the camera's top left corner. This lets you quickly apply star ratings to your images while reviewing the images in the playback mode, like you have in Lightroom as well. These star ratings are written to the file metadata and are recognized by most editing softwares. The back of the camera features a control wheel, replacing the camera's like D-pad button. The right side of the camera provides memory card access and the left side has the accessory ports. Provided are high-speed USB 3.1 Generation 2, HDMI micro output, terminal type D, external microphone with 3.5mm diameter, headphone socket which again is a 3.5mm diameter stereo mini jack, and a E3 remote release port. Now coming on to the viewfinder and LCD. The viewfinder and the LCD on the R6 are both lower than those of the R5, but again are competitive for the class. The rear panel is a 3 inches with 1.62 million dot screen, which might be difficult to see in bright light when shooting outdoors. The viewfinder on the R6 using a 3.69 million dot OLED panel with 0.76 magnification. Now talking about the video quality in R6, The Canon EOS R6 can record 4K in 3840x2160 resolution at up to 59.94 fps. However, there is a slight crop as only 94% of the horizontal area of the sensor is used. Full HD video can be recorded at 24, 30, 60 and 120 frames per second. The R6 also records time-lapse video at 4K Ultra HD resolution. In this case, the videos are recorded at 30 fps and utilize all-eye compression. Additionally, the EOS R6 can record using Canon Log and includes HDR PQ recording options. Given that most content creators are still shooting video at 1080p, the ability to record footage at 120 fps in this resolution is very important for photographers in genres like weddings where we need to add a lot of drama and action. So this is one great advantage that R5 doesn't have. Incredibly, Canon has enabled a zebra display for the first time in an EOS camera to help guide exposure. Now, one thing that everyone is really excited to know about is the pricing for EOS R6. The EOS R6 enters the market at a very interesting and competitive price point, significantly lower than the R5 and moderately higher than EOS R. Looking at the features you are getting in this compact mirrorless body, the price of Canon EOS R6 is $2499 roughly, and in Indian currency this will be 2,15,995 for body only including the GST, which is pretty compelling and is cheaper than I thought the camera would be. I think many photographers in commercial photography where you need higher resolution will be wishing for great resolution, whereas if I talk about wedding photographers, I personally feel 20.1 megapixel is enough to produce high quality images. Also, we should not forget that 1DX Mark III has the same sensor and we all have seen the results, guys. Now, where still shooters get what's currently the best rated stabilization in its class, along with the fastest continuous shooting and a very promising looking AF system, all in a body that feels comfortable and even amazingly built. Video users get nearly full frame 4K 60p with some decent encoding options and also benefit from the stabilization and autofocus. The thing which I like the most about R6 is its low light performance without having much of noise even when you're working on higher ISO, which proves that it can be a very good choice for people who shoot weddings and even for wildlife photographers where the lighting is a major challenge. So do let me know, guys, what you think about new Canon EOS R6 in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and make sure you hit the subscribe button as well and the notification bell to make sure you catch my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one very soon.